Hey YouTube, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Mina, and if you're new here, then hello. It's June. Normally in June you'd be planting out actual plants. Actually in May you'd be planting out regular plants, at least where I'm at. I'm in zone 6B. And I have tomato plants already in the ground this big. But I was scrolling through seeds on the internet, as you do when you're a gardener, and I came across some very fun and interesting seeds, and I went ahead and ordered them, even though it's later in the season, to be starting seeds. We have a pretty long growing season here, and I think that I have time to start these from seeds and get a harvest. I'm not going to plant all of them. I really don't need any more tomato plants. So I'll probably just plant 1 or 2 seeds. I guess I'll plant 2 just to make sure they germinate. I'm pretty confident that the determinate varieties will fruit before the last frost, so that'll be in October. Because determinate varieties set on all their fruit at one time and they all ripen at the same time. And indeterminates, they just keep growing. So their fruit sets on, periodically throughout the season. There's about 3 of these that are determinate and 3 that are indeterminate. All of these are paste tomatoes. And I realized after I had planted most of my tomatoes that I didn't have a whole lot of paste tomatoes. I had no idea that there were so many different varieties of paste tomatoes. When you think about a paste tomato, you think about a classic red Roma. Well, there are so many different kinds. There are different colors and shapes and sizes. Usually they're all pretty oblong. I'm gonna show you the seeds that I got and tell you where I got them. They don't have pictures or anything on them. This is from a site called Renaissance. It's either Renaissance Farms or Renaissance Seeds or Renaissance Tomatoes. I don't know. If you look up that, you'll find, and type in tomato seeds, you'll find the website. They have a huge selection of tomato seeds. So I know that I'm gonna butcher these names. I'll list the names on the screen because also you probably can't read my writing. Buratino, and then Big Ray's Argentinian Paste. That one was not a determinate. I know that I can't say this with my southern accent. It makes me feel like a hillbilly every time I try to pronounce anything that is a remotely long word. The Holama, I'm not even gonna try. You can just imagine how badly I would butcher that. But that one is not a determinate. Aroma, which I'm going to guess is a determinate. Most of them are, but there are some Roma varieties that are indeterminate, according to the internet. Yep, no, I'm not going to try this one either. But I will put the name of it up here so that you can read it. And then banana legs. And those last 3 were determinate. I ordered these and I was searching for these because I had seen something about the banana legs paste tomato, where somebody had said that it was a really prolific paste tomato and a really good cannon tomato. I was like, oh man, that's a yellow paste tomato. I've never seen one of those. This one I think is green. Got some cups. These are Bootstrap Farmer cups, and you can get like the bottom watering trays with these. I'm gonna just put them in regular potting soil, no seed starting mix, because tomato seeds are pretty stout. Like, they're not gonna be bothered by being planted directly into potting soil and not starting in seed starting mix. And I know that you're supposed to start your seeds 6 to 8 weeks before the first frost for tomatoes. Or last frost, sorry. But in my experience, tomatoes grow pretty fast, even from seed, especially in warm weather. So I have high hopes for these. Alright, I got those planted. It is super windy right now. Not super windy, but windy enough to where these packets are trying to blow away. So I'm trying not to lose my seeds. I wanted to show y'all what I've been working on. A summertime project and a video. I'm going to do a video review of these Amazon purchased raised beds. Got them on sale. Sorry for the guard geese. I got them on sale. Actually, my mom bought them for me as a gift. And here they are. Here's one planted up, and here's this one that I've been filling up with compost out of the chicken yard. I've been covering everything with mulch over here, and I've just been raking the mulch back and digging up the soil that's underneath of it, and it's worked. I mean, that's what I did here, and then on the top I just covered it with regular potting soil. Check it out here. Had this planted for several weeks now, and the basil is doing amazing. I forgot how big basil got, and I'm going to have to move some of these plants to the other bed once I get the potting soil for that this afternoon, because these are getting huge and I want them to have plenty of room. I'm going to put a cattle panel arch trellis between here. So I've got some cucumbers planted. I've got 3 of them planted on this side. And I think in the other bed I'm going to do a couple melons, like personal size melons. I don't remember what they're called. They're a Japanese variety, and they're supposed to be similar to honeydew, but they're like the size of a baseball. But that's what I'm going to be planting on the other side. So I'm going to do a review video on these beds. I've got some stuff filmed for that, but I have to show you this in this video because it's one of my most favorite things that I have planted this season. This is an Alaska nasturtium, and it hasn't even bloomed yet, and it's like my favorite thing. This is a variegated plant, and variegation is, you know, you can see the light color of the leaves. But look at this chamomile, and it smells so good. And I will say, I love the Tulsi basil, like I was saying in one of my Instagram videos that I posted yesterday. I was telling Instagram about how much I love Tulsi basil, and I've been drinking it in my lemonade. The blue spice basil I got last year. This is the first time I've ever tried it too, and it is delicious. It has like notes and scents of vanilla. It kind of tastes like vanilla basil. So yeah, I'll do a more in-depth video on these garden beds probably in the next one. And I want to show y'all something else. I have a fig bush growing that I planted last year. I ended up having to move it because where it was at, my dog kept digging it up. So I moved it over here, and it's doing really well. I kind of thought that my dog had killed it, but she hadn't. And so it's doing well, but that's not what I wanted to show you. I bought another fig bush before the last frost, and it got frosted on outside. And obviously it was already green and leafed out because it had been like under an awning at the big box store where I got it, or it had been in a greenhouse where it had been growing, because they want things to be green and leafed out when you buy it, but it wasn't the time to plant that here. So it died back, and it's been months. Hush! It's been months, and I was convinced that it was dead. And I come over here yesterday, and to my surprise, I saw this. And that, my friends, whoa! That, my friends, is the fig tree coming back, fig bush coming back. I don't know if I have enough, like, a long enough growing season for figs here, but these are the cold hardy figs, so we should. And I planted it kind of sort of close to my house, a building, so I'm thinking that maybe that might help, keeping maybe the frost off of it, keeping it closer to a building. I feel like will help with frost damage, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I love like dehydrated figs. I've never actually had a fresh fig. So we'll see. Some fruit I'm allergic to, and I was very happy to learn that I'm not allergic to figs. It's certain fruits that have like the seed in the middle, stone fruits. I can have them if they're cooked, but I cannot have them raw. I'm very allergic. And check this out. I planted some zinnias here just a few days ago. It rained really good yesterday. I'm not going to do a full garden tour or whatever today, but I do want to show you guys. I would like to do a garden video showing you guys all of my gardens at some point this week, because everything's just starting to explode. And I just got some other seeds in the ground, some cucumbers and some squash that should be coming up, and my beans are up. After I planted my beans and my beets, it rained for 3 days straight. It was terrible to do chores in, but it was magnificent for those seeds. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll keep you updated on these tomatoes, whether or not they make it to the frost. I am sure we'll get fruit, and even if it's green, I'll try to protect it from the first frost. I am confident that we're gonna have enough time, for sure, because we have at least 100 or so, 100 plus, maybe like 110 more days left in the growing season here. And yeah, I'm gonna be planting my pumpkins and watermelon, so I might as well plant tomatoes, because those all are very long season veggies. And fruits, actually they're fruits, they're not veggies. I'll talk to you guys later. See you in the next one. Bye.